Hi guys, welcome back. So this is a reading comprehension video with the text that has been taken from Twinkl. Today's text is called The Riddle House. Now because the text isn't very long, I don't feel like you need to have 60 seconds in order to read that. So maybe just pause the screen, have a quick read, and then when you're happy, press play. We'll go through some vocabulary and then we'll go through the questions. So I've picked out some words here that I thought may have been a bit tricky. So it says some of the windows boarded. Now that means if something is boarded, it means that the windows have been covered. It may be to protect the glass because nobody's living in it, or it may be because the glass has shattered and obviously you don't want people to be able to get in. So if you have a look at that first picture on the top of the screen, that's what windows look like when they've been boarded up. The next thing I've picked out is ivy, and actually the sentence says ivy spreading unchecked. So ivy is the green plant that you can see growing up the side of the house in the middle picture. Now if something is spreading unchecked, it means that nobody is stopping it from doing it. It's just being allowed to grow however it wants. And then the last word that I've picked out here is the word derelict. Now you could actually probably guess what that word derelict meant, because there is a word next to it that kind of is a synonym. It means the same thing. So if something is derelict, it means almost that it's been abandoned. Nobody lives there, it's not been looked after, it's not in the best state. Pause the screen, have a go at answering questions for you to have a go at. If you pause the screen, have a go at answering them, and then when you're happy with that, if you press play, we will go through the answers together. So number one, find a copy of the word that tells you that the house is not lived in. So you could have the word unoccupied. Now actually, if you had the word derelict as well, I would accept that one. Number two, why was the house known as the Riddle House? So the people in the village of Little Hangleton called it the Riddle House because the Riddle family lived there at one time. So if you've said anything along the lines of it was the name of the family that lived there, or the person that lived there before was called Riddle, that's absolutely fine. Number three, what three things are we told about the appearance of the house today? So this is where you should have gone back into the text and just stolen what it has already told you about the house. So you could have had that the windows were boarded up, that there was missing roof tiles, large amount of ivy were covering it, and it stands on a hill. Number four, explain what you think might have happened to make the Riddle family abandon their beautiful home. So this is anything to do with something causing the family to leave. So for example, something unfortunate happening to the family, an accident or accusation involving the family, an event relating to the villagers that drove the family away, or a strange or peculiar sighting within the house. So it's all about sort of an unexplained reason about why they would have left.